Hi everybody, so we're ready for our next step in attaching our birds to the background. I wanted to show you a couple different options. You can leave your tissue like this, but if you have a permanent fine point and you want to take this next step, this is an option. You can choose a quote or a song or something with text, and you can write it over these sheets of tissue. I would recommend doing it in a uniform, horizontal way with your best writing, whatever that may be. And you may even want to lay a ruler across and line it so it looks straight and begin to, you can line it with the edge so it is straight, and draw across there with a pencil. Draw across again, line it up, draw across again with the pencil, really lightly, so that you can gently erase later, which could be a little tricky with tissue, but it can be done. If you need those visual horizontal lines that are really straight in order to write straight across. Point being that if you want to add text, it is a nice addition to this project. It is taking a risk, because sometimes when we write text, we end up maybe thinking at the end, oh, I would have liked it better in the first place. But artists take risks, so go with your gut and what you want to do with that. Maybe it'll turn out to be something that you are even more happy with too. So the risk can weigh out. Either way, you're going to learn something, and I believe you'll have something nice at the end. So you choose. You can keep them blank, or you could add some text. The next thing we want to do, whichever way we go, is we want to add a sort of telephone wire that they could be on. So we're just going to line up our ruler across, and I really don't very often like things just exactly in the middle, so I'm going to pull mine down just a little bit, and that creates an art a little less of a static look. Static is when kind of the movement of the artwork all stops. Something about bringing it down a little bit lower or higher just makes it a little less static. And if you use just your traditional Sharpie marker, the lines should end up thick enough to resemble a telephone wire. Then we're ready to start gluing our birds on. And of course, on the side that shows our pencil lines, that's the side we want to glue on. And I'm going to put plenty of glue right up to the edge so that I don't have any flaps. And I'm not going to push down yet, I'm just going to lay this up here so that once I get these ready, I can sort of visually see the spacing. So I'm not pushing it down yet, I'm just laying it there. And you can choose the order of your birds. They need to look like they could possibly be sitting on the wire with their feet, which we can't see. So you don't want them up here. You don't want them way down here because they're not hanging by their beak. But their feet that we really don't see are kind of hidden there, and we have to kind of envision where those would be so that it looks realistic that they are sitting on the wire. Alright, and so then you can kind of space them a little bit if it's a little bit too much in one direction or another. You want pretty equal spacing between them. When you're happy with how they look here in the arrangement, just go ahead and seal them down. Okay, and even just the simplicity of that is a really beautiful artwork. Okay, if you went with the watercolor, you would do the same thing, using your ruler and a Sharpie to draw the telephone wire across. And then you would glue your birds as if they are sitting there on the wire, just the same. as the other background. Okay? Hope you love how this turns out and hope you had fun creating.